Alright guys, so this episode I forgot to do an intro, and so basically I kind of explained throughout the video what I'm doing, but this video is a bit longer than I wanted it to be, but I wanted to get all the good footage that I could get and everything done that I wanted to get done in this episode, so Alright, I'm back with John. It's the next day on part 2, building the welding table. Today we noticed right here, it's got a warp down from all the heat from me doing my practice welds right here. I don't know if y'all can see that, but little welds around there warped it down. So we're going to take this steel, what we use for the frame, and then put a bar across here and maybe another one back in under here farther, so it doesn't warp with getting overheated in the future. Extra support beams. guys. John had to leave because of weather conditions. We're worried that the roads are going to get bad, so he went ahead and headed home. But John did a pretty good job about getting all the paint off so I can have some clean welds here. I'm going to flip it over and do the exact same thing, just clean it all the way around. On this side, or on the skinny edges or whatever you want to call those, right there. And then I think we'll be ready to cut it to length and then put it back on, or put it right here, and hopefully that'll fix the warp in there. So alright, so the problem I just encountered is the wires used to come out to about right here. They're about all gone, which I know I've probably been pretty rough on this wire piece right here, but whenever I just started, not 5 minutes ago, they were all on here. Stuff happens, stuff breaks, just gotta fix it or just overcome the problem and find something else to do. So what I'll probably do, my mom's about to go to town, probably just have her stop by the store and pick me up another one. Alright guys, so I found it's just a really thick grinding wheel. A lot thicker than my cutoff wheel, so it's not meant for that, but I think it'll work for just cleaning the paint off and everything, getting it ready to be welded on. So I think we'll go ahead and give her a shot and see how she does. This thing's a hog. I got through that in no time. It was a lot better than using that wire disc. So I think I found a new favorite disc for the grinder for removing paint. But she did a pretty damn good job. Saved me a lot of time because I would still have about half of it left to do if I was using the wire disc. Oh, excuse me, I'm weak and going the wrong way. Doesn't help either. But it should work pretty good. Barely even put a dent in it too. So yeah, those are pretty good pieces of, or pretty good discs for these removing paint off of just old metal that you need to. So I think now, I don't know why I put that back on there. Now I'm gonna get the measurements for getting it across here. I have enough material for 2 pieces. We need 34 3/8 inch across from this end to this end on the inside. And I had enough for 2 pieces, so I cut it off at 70 inches just so we had extra metal. So now I need to measure out 34 3/8, cut that off and do it again, and then that'll be enough material to run a bar across here, get that warp out of it, and then I'll have one piece of my metal to start my grate. And then I'll have to go get some more either today or tomorrow to finish off the grate, and then once we get done with the grate, we'll be able to put legs on, leg supports, and then the welding table will be done. That's in future episodes though, so it'll be a little bit. So I got the pieces cut out, well the two that I can make right now. So I got the one that's going to keep the slab straight pretty well in place. Now I just got to tighten it down and hopefully it'll make that slab go back flat again. And then I will be ready to weld this one on and then figure out where I want to put this one at. I want to do, it's just a little bent. The plan is to do my plan is to do inch spacing, inch and a half spacing with each bar. I won't get this done today. It'll be a few minutes for you all, but it'll be a few days for me before I can go back and get some more scrap metal like this. But might as well make do with what I have right now. That way I'm not falling behind on work. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get that piece flattened out right there, get it tack welded in there, and go from there. I think last time I left off, me and John had just got done cleaning this with that new disc, and I was having a little bit of a mental breakdown over not being able to get this piece of metal across the slab correctly. But past all that, I finally got it on the slab. I mean, it looks pretty damn flat to me, so I think I'm going to go ahead and tack weld it, get a bead across it, and then I think that'd be good. Then I should be able to start putting the grate material on, which I plan on doing 1 inch spacings between, so it'll take a few more. I'll have to go get a few more pieces, but this is the only piece I have for the grate material right now. So we'll get this put on there see how that goes, and then hopefully my dad has more of these sitting down there at the shop, so we can get the grate done. Then it definitely won't be this episode, but next episode we'll probably, fingers crossed, we'll probably start working on putting the legs on, which shouldn't take too long. And we'll probably be able to squeeze in putting the leg supports, and I think we'll be able to finish the welding table next episode. Hopefully, fingers crossed, if everything goes well. But when does everything go well, right? Well, here we go. So I got the piece welded on finally. Had some bad welds, so I had to go over them again. Still working on my angle welds, or whatever you want to call them. Those are not the best, but now I think we're ready to put this piece on. I'm gonna measure out 1 inch from this side. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I'm measuring out from the farthest side, 1 inch from the inside, and then wherever that is, that's where the ends are going to go. And then I'll weld this piece on there, and then I'll go see if we have any more pieces like this down at the shop. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Made another mistake. The piece I was just trying to fit up has probably a 1/4 inch gap on the end, about that big, so I can't weld it to that side. I could cut out a piece of material to fill it in, but it'd just be easier to go get another piece. Need 34.5 inches, and I have, I thought it was 34, but it's spot on. Alright, so I guess it's a little wider. So I just figured out that it's a little wider down here than it is right here. So this piece will fit just fine, nice and snug right up in here. So I guess we'll start from this end and then work our way down. So that's the plan now. this first piece welded up. Went up pretty easily. Did some tack welds just so it hold, and then measured out. Well, while I had the table facing that way, I measured out an inch, and that just looked a little too short. So I measured out to 1.5 inches for the spacing in between each bar. I think that'll work just fine. So right now I'm gonna go down to the shop and see if I can find more pieces to put up for the grate. Okay guys, so I went down to the shop and found 2 pieces that are probably, I don't know, 10 foot long or so. So that should be, I don't know if it'll be enough to get it done, but it'll be enough to get it pretty close to done. So plan is right now to cut these bars off. I don't know if y'all can see that. I think you can, but these little things here, cut them all off, and then take that cleaning disc I used and clean all the paint off so we can get good welds, and do the same thing to the other one, and then get measurements, cut that, weld them on, and we ought to be good to go from there. So that's what I'm going to do now, right after I change the memory card on my camera, because it's about full.